Make this make sense. $300 for a keyboard. So I pay $600 for an iPad, and then I pay half that cost again for a keyboard that I can only use with an 11-inch iPad. Nope, nope. So as you can tell, I wanted a keyboard for my iPad and I figured it out for only $40 too. It's not the most elegant, but it's pretty practical. Enter Logitech Pebble Keys something or the other. It's linked in the description. I threw my iPad in the bag, I threw this in next to it, and I'm good. Like I said, convenience is a little lower, but I saved $250. That's basically the only reason I went for this whole setup. And I always keep a magic mouse in my backpack, so that's covered. Mostly, I know it's not the best mouse out there, but I had it lying around, so I thought, why not? So why this particular keyboard? Well, it's light, it's durable, it's by a good company, Logitech. Their products work very well with Apple products. It's just cheap enough that I can be rough with it and not really worry about it. The long reasoning, let me walk you through it. Bluetooth, that's very important. It is small, but not so small that my big ass hands are kind of restricted on it. Once you get used to the shortcuts, you barely need a mouse or to even touch the iPad. If your iPad is sitting idle, you can wake it up using the keyboard and unlock using your passcode. The keyboard looks good, it feels good. When you're out on the go, it's never gonna look cheap or tacky or anything. It connects to multiple devices, so if you wanna use it with your Mac or some other devices you're flying around, that works very well. Downside though, it is not chargeable. You're going to have to use AAA batteries. So if it dies when you're out, you are out of luck. Another downside, brightness control is lacking. There is an app that lets you map the buttons on your Mac, but not on the iPad. So my overall review, it's a good, decent keyboard. At this price point, I highly recommend it. Any other cheap keyboard should also do the trick. Just make sure it connects to your Bluetooth, because iPad, Bluetooth's important. And make sure it works well with Apple products, because that can get a little finicky. If you can afford a Magic Keyboard, I'm sure that's going to be basically the best experience you can get out of your iPad. It's going to be the most compatible. Or if you find a great deal, that's the way to go. I myself am looking for a great deal. I keep looking on Marketplace. It's the iPad has not been out for long enough that you're going to find great deals. So I'm still holding off. But if you can go for it, why not? Have fun with it. I'm just gonna wait for a deal, and in the meanwhile, I've got my trusty keyboard. By the way, I do use a case for my mouse. I could not find a case for the keyboard that's at an affordable price, so I'm just gonna throw it in with the iPad and see what happens. Maybe long term, my review changes. But as of now, it holds up pretty well. I realize it's not the best for long-term use, but the way I see it, these are just tools. As Casey Neistat once said, if you stop babying them and just get to work, you'll get your shit done. So that's the reason I didn't want to get an expensive keyboard. A cheap one does the trick. And it's just cheap enough that I can not worry about it being rugged with it. Anyway, that was it for this video. I hope you liked it. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. PS out.